Greetings, my lovelies, and thank you for stopping by to Circle today. This week we have a book review, and I cannot wait to start talking about The Alice Network by Quinn. So let's not waste any more time and get on with it. Quinn is an author that I am quite familiar with. Some of her books I like, some of them I don't. So when I get her, I don't really know how I'm going to feel about it. Now, I've read another one of her books, The Huntress, which you can look up here if you want to view that as well. And this, The Alice Network, is a book that kind of is a pair along with it, although they are not quite the same. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So the basic premise of this book is that there is a young American girl, not girl, but woman, who is looking for her long-lost cousin after the end of the Second World War. She only has the name, Eve Gardner, and so she finds this woman and basically begs her to help her find her cousin. That's it. That's the basic premise of this book. There are two main characters. We have Charlie, who is the American girl who's looking for her cousin, and then we have Eve Gardner and her story. Now, like The Huntress, we are working with two different storylines. Charlie's is the present, and Eve's storyline is in the past during the war. We also have Finn, who serves as the driver for Eve and Charlie, as well as kind of like Charlie's confidant. And then we have Renee, who serves kind of as the overall antagonist of the story. Now, the cool thing about Eve is that she was part of the Alice Network, which was a network of spies, mostly women, that gathered information and passed it along. But of course, all things come to an end when they are discovered. And Eve's story ends pretty much with the end of the war and the end of the Alice Network, whereas Charlie's ends with the end of her search. So my overall thoughts with this book. I liked it better than The Huntress. I actually gave a shit about these characters, whereas when The Huntress, I really didn't care that much. The story was mildly interesting in The Huntress, whereas this one, it was kind of the same. I was mildly interested, more interested in the spies aspect of it than the reconnecting with the family. But it is what it is. This is not a book that left me over emotional. I wanted to know how it was in. I was fairly satisfied with the ending because I felt like it was more true to what someone would have gone through in that time. But it's not like a, oh my god, I sat up crying type of things. Now, with that being said, I did finish it in like 2 days. And it's a pretty thick book. So I was engaged enough to read it in a quick fashion. But not so much that I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing! But it was really good. I mean, all in all, if you're just sort of interested in spy networks and like books that are set in the World Wars, this is honestly one that I would highly recommend for you. However, for me, I am getting particularly burnt out on the World War novels because I've been reading a lot of them lately. I don't know why, it's just kind of what tickles my fancy. Or it's just the book covers. I don't know what it is, but it's the book covers. They sound cool, but I'm tired of reading about the same thing. So that might have had a little bit to do with why I didn't enjoy this book as much as I probably normally would have. If you've read this book, drop a like and a comment. Let me know what you thought. And if you have any other books that you think I might like to read, go ahead and suggest those as well. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and pop off, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!